Hello, good evening, and thank you for being here today. Actually, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I was so relaxed here in my comfortable, what do we call this? Beanbag, and just really taking it easy. Actually, thinking, maybe I'll go to bed and read a book. And all of a sudden, I get this message. Are you going to do the 11 mindful minutes today? And oh, shoot, it's already past 8. Yes, so here I am. I do like to be honest, I don't like making up stories. So thank you for being there. And as I've shared before, this series, 11 Mindful Minutes, is created for the Mindful EFL special interest group for the Portuguese Association of English Teachers. And each week on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. in Portugal, I share a little bit more on living mindfully and usually including some tips about the breath and how it is the most perfect anchor for being mindful. So today, I'd already decided what to do today. Really, I'm gonna share with you about the joy meter. So, what is the joy meter? When you go about your daily life, I'm going to invite you to be very mindful of how you are feeling. And so, if you're feeling anything that is keeping your joy meter low, what does that mean? Meaning that you don't really feel alive, fulfilled, of course, joyful, grateful to be here, so many of these things that we cannot take for granted because they are special. But though we can't take them for granted, they can be our default mode. We can live in that more than not. So, when you go about your daily life, if your joy meter is low, so it's like you sense this kind of thermometer inside. And how do you sense that? Yeah, you got that right. Through the breath. Okay, so you can close your eyes or not, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. But you take that time to move your attention towards your breath. Inhaling and exhaling deeply through your nose. And becoming aware of how you are feeling. Now, there can be different layers of feeling. There can be feelings that you are aware of, but that are not all pervading. And underlying those feelings or emotions, there can be something else. And this is what I'm going to invite you to tap into in order to regulate your joy meter. So, when you're breathing deeply, softly, consciously, just breathing, being aware, and without trying to shut down or deny any of the different emotions and sensations that you are feeling. I invite you to drop a little bit deeper. So, moving through the emotions, through the different feelings, and gradually floating down like a feather, very lightly, no resistance, just floating down into you, into the core of you, deep down in your belly. And getting a sense of something else that is beyond the emotions, that is still, grounding, stable, placid, like a clear lake. And you just keep on breathing through your nose. So this is your point of presence. And now you can be conscious of how your joy meter truly is. So, in order to use this in a conscious and practical way, as you go about your day, become aware of how you feel about the activities, the moments throughout your day, the people, the situations, and become aware of how much of that is revolving around judgments, around mind chatter, around self-criticism, around feeling resistance, around feeling overall dissatisfied, around feeling like there's effort. Become aware of how you are living your day. And in the evening, when the day has ended, and again, you just breathe for a while. In retrospect, allow yourself to very consciously and openly review your day and see of those things which lower your joy meter, which ones could you just simply remove from your daily routine? And which ones could you approach in a new way? Sometimes it's not about just simply removing something from your life. It's more about you changing your approach, your mindset, your perspective, and allowing yourself to come to that moment, to that activity, to that event, to that group of people, to that place, with an open mind and an open heart, ready to live it in a new way. So, my invitation to bring the joy meter up is to allow yourself more and more, by using the breath consciously as an anchor of awareness, more and more to be able to approach the day-to-day situations, people, places, etc., as if it is the first time. So without any preconceived ideas of how it usually is or how it's going to be. Just like a clean slate. Allow yourself the sweet innocence of being able to experience your days anew. Because in truth, you have never experienced that day before. Because each day is new. So when it arrives, it's going to be different. If you allow yourself to just let your beliefs rest for a while and be open enough for something new. And now, regarding the things that you consider now, but this I'm really gonna remove. Also, I'm gonna invite you to feel, sense, what can you add into your daily life that will bring you more joy, that will bring you a greater sense of achievement, of fulfillment. So there's 3 different approaches which are all inclusive. And I invite you to use the 3 of them simultaneously. 1 is reviewing what you can remove that really is not serving you. The other is allowing yourself to approach the regular day-to-day situations from a new perspective, as if you are experiencing this without knowing anything about it. And the last one, or they're not in any specific order, so they're simultaneous, but the last one I mentioned is, what can you introduce into your daily life that will bring you more fulfillment, a greater sense of achievement, and therefore, obviously, joy. And sometimes it's so simple. There are such simple things. And I know your mind will be racing, saying, oh, I don't know. Breathe. Shh. Just breathe. Of course, you've been living with you 24/7 since the day you were born. Of course, there's a lot to discover that you don't know. What about just inviting new experiences into your life that will enhance you, that will fill you with joy? Because ultimately, joy is fulfilling in itself, and it overflows with love and gratitude. It is the signature of your essence. And this is it for today. As I've mentioned before, I'll be here still next Wednesday and the following, and then there will be a pause. Thank you for being here, and see you next week. If you enjoy these sessions, please do share. Thank you.